get first crack at the next question. The Indiana Department of Education over the summer released a report calling for improvements in school safety. Among the key recommendations were three things. Bolster mental health services for students, bring technology to bear in the form of mass notification capabilities, visitor management, emergency response, and a few other things. And also to enact policy on such things as requiring active shooter drills in schools and appropriating more money for school resource officers. So the question is, do these recommendations, you think, go far enough to guarantee school safety? And what should be done to build on those?
So I know school safety is a difficult subject, and I think what you have to look at is that each school is unique, and each school has it needs to be a unique situation for each unique school. So there's not a one-size-fits-all answer for everything. Just because it works for one school, it may not work for yours. I think Eastern has an excellent safety program. As a parent, I always felt like you're always well informed, good processes in place. As a coach, as I go into the school, you can. Sometimes I might get aggravated that I can't get in right after school. I have to wait for somebody to open the door, but that's my issue, and I need to, that's happening for a reason, and I need to just and go with that. So I just think there isn't an answer that is one size fits all kind of thing. So I think you need to be very engaged with your parents and the staff, the teachers, the administration. And understand what will make people feel safe, and put it into place slowly, which I think Eastern has done a good job of doing that. So, forget who's next.
Alan goes next.
School safety it's an important issue. Not only our school, but any school across the nation. I feel like it's a tough subject. Eastern does do a great job at the drills and whatnot, and hearing what my kids when they come home talking about the drills that they do, and they hide underneath the desk and they all get a sucker and to keep them quiet. And I don't know about the high schoolers, but there's in this ever-changing world, there's always ways to improve. I feel like what may work this month may not be, and I hate to say it, but may not be effective the next month or so on. But I feel like Eastern is up to date. They from what I hear and see, they do a great job on everything. I know parents get the text and whatnot whenever something like that happens. I feel like maybe sometimes if there is a threat, it's a catch-22, because if there's a threat, is it the right thing to do to send out? If there is a threat of some sort, and they send out the mass text to the parents, is the person in the wrong hands seeing that text that they ship every kid to the church, and is that the right way to look at it? And I don't want to sound bad on that right there, but is that gearing that person for the next step, but it's just something everybody's just the teachers I feel like are doing great. The staff, the administration, they all do great, and I know it's. Sorry.
Yeah, safety is probably one of the best, or not best, but is the most topic. We discuss it all the time. It's priority. We don't want our children to be faced with anything that's a danger. The school has a safety plan. We don't really share that plan because we don't want the bad actors to know what our plans are. But we have almost every instance that you can think of that we've tried to think of has a scenario of who's in charge, what we do, where we go, how we present that in social media, to text messages, get the message to parents. It's not something we take lightly at all. I know the staff and faculty are trained over that safety plan. Our assistant principal's in charge of that safety plan. We have SROs that we try to keep on site at all times. It's been a challenge with some of our safety people because they have full-time jobs, and so getting their scheduling involved, but we've always had at least one officer on site. And but parents just need to understand that the school is taking every effort they can to provide a safe environment for our children, and but we do kind of keep that plan in-house, so we don't want bad actors to know what that is.